halfway through the year. Where are you with your business goals? Where are you with your revenue goals? Well, what if you didn't wait until January, the top of the year, June, the middle of the year, or December, the end of the year, to start thinking about your goals? How far would you be with your desired success if you checked your progress every month as motivation to charge forward and do more so that you achieve more goals? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Monthly to-do list for revenue, from this week's blog, entitled To-Do List Management That Increases Revenue. You can find the blog at shaycannon.com/to-do. That's shaycannon.com/to-do. Good morning, Chantalie. We see you over there on the YouTube side. Because what we're talking about this week is to-do lists, but we're separating these things out so that you can get more from your to-do list. Because if you're just walking around with one big to-do list, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? We should be breaking these things up. So running a business needs clear direction. You need clear actions, but you need ways to kind of gather these tasks where you are ready for them at the right time, right? We need the right task at the right time to get the right goals achieved. So yesterday, what we talked about was your big to-do list for revenue strategy, right? What is your dream list? Where are you dumping things as you brainstorm? We need somewhere to capture this stuff, and we're calling it our big to-do list. Now, if you want more information on what that is, how to use it, 10 strategies to be successful with it, go to yesterday's replay, because that was part 1 for this week, and that's what we talked about. Today is part 2, and we're talking about your monthly to-do list for revenue. All right. A monthly to-do list is where intention starts to meet execution. It's a list of priorities that reflects the moves you've decided matter this month, not someday, not eventually. It's not about doing everything. It's about deciding what's worth doing to drive momentum toward your revenue goals this month. So for you, especially the entrepreneurs without a team, you solopreneurs, you're wearing all the hats. So this becomes your filter for your sanity and for your success. Without it, you'll find yourself waking up mid-month wondering why you're buried in client work with zero progress on your marketing, or that new offer that you swear that you were going to get out by now. Yeah, you haven't done anything with that, have you? So you know the pain of having a brilliant business idea in January and realizing in June you've barely touched it. That's not a laziness problem. It's a lack of direction problem, okay? So let's be honest. You've had some projects swirling around in your head for months, but when it's not on the list for this month, it keeps getting pushed back and your growth keeps stalling. All right. So I know you resonate with that, or you wouldn't be here, right? So that was the blog. But on the morning show, I give you more. So we're going to give you our top 10 strategies. Let me pull up these show notes. All right. So I'm going to give you 10 hacks for achieving your monthly revenue generating to-do list. Okay. I want you to be successful. I don't want you to just create these lists. I want you to be successful with them. So once you get your list for the month, I want you to consider these 10 hacks to be successful with your monthly to-do list. All right. Number 1, think about picking and y'all know we've been getting woo-woo lately, so we're going to be a little woo-woo today too. Like yesterday, we talked about vision board, which I feel like is like diluted woo-woo. Everybody do vision boards now. Even, the holy roller Christians do vision boards these days, even though, pick it on wrong day and it's the devil. But it's okay this week, I guess. Anyway, number 1 hack, choose a word of the month. A lot of us choose a word for the year. Dr. Johnson, you put up her skull. y'all already know. Cut it out. Yoga is the devil, all the things. But anyway, choose a word of the month. At the beginning of the year, some of us have started choosing a word to represent our year. I love doing that. I pick words like intentional, impact, influence, things like that. But what if you chose a word to focus on every month? So you can set an intention like growth, visibility, consistency, to kind of shape the energy for the month. It's like a vibe setter, right? So it kind of helps your plan a little more and brings like a little into with it. Okay. So number one, keeping my head above water. That's a long one word, Heather. So number one was choose a word of the month. Number two, this is my favorite. Curate a new playlist for the month, right? So once you pick your word, let's get something that's going on really kind of set the vibe for that word, okay? Something that supports the focused word and the success that we want. So this playlist, it could be music, it could be podcasts, it could be audio books, it could be whatever you want, okay? It could be your favorite movies, whatever. Put it in a playlist. It could be a mix of all of them. All we're doing is adding something to help us create this correct energy for these goals that we have for the month. Okay. Dr. Tachi said temporary layoff, good times. All right, y'all funny. Okay. Number three hack, create one big, hairy, audacious monthly goal. Okay. I want y'all to start thinking bigger, but don't just do that once a year. Don't just do that every now and then when you're sitting there dreaming. I want you to start to pick at least one goal that's simply the Lululemon, is what I like to call it. The Lululemon, okay? Something that really pushes the envelope for a big win every month. It's time to start thinking and doing bigger. So pick something that scares you every month, okay? Number four, here's a hack for your monthly to-do list. Start outlining your monthly projects, okay? Some of y'all, you write it down in your little notebook or wherever you wrote it down. It might be a word, it might be a phrase, it might be a sentence, it might be a paragraph, but I need you to start treating things like the projects that they are. If your task takes other tasks to complete it, or a series of tasks to complete it, that is a project. Okay. And your project needs managing. So I want you to start I know some of you may not start with a project management system, but you can feel free to start with pen and paper. But what I want you to do is start outlining what and how it, what will it take? How long will it take? Who do you need? All of these things to achieve these money making, money generating goals for the month. Okay. Really plan it out as a project. So is it a monthly campaign? Is it a key strategic partnership? Like, what is it? And let's plan out these details. We need to execute, so we need an execution plan. So what exactly do you need to be successful? All right. Number five, create a monthly energy board. Now, yesterday we talked about vision boards. Today I'm taking you higher into the woo-woo. So create a monthly energy board. I made that up, so let me define it for you, okay? Take a big revenue generating project, maybe that the Lululemon one that we just talked about, and create sort of a vision board around it. But on the board, what we're putting are representations of how it will feel to achieve the goal, okay? How will life and business be different because we achieved the goal? And how will you celebrate it? Because I keep telling y'all, you need to celebrate all along the way. Okay. So the energy you create around your goals can be just as powerful as the actions that you take. Okay. So create a monthly energy board. Number six, create monthly goals. And I don't really like putting goals in a journal, but I know how some of y'all like the journal. Okay. So you can create a journal that starts with the list of the goal you want to start, kind of your feelings around it, the energy you want to have, how did it go? You're kind of keeping an accounting of your goals. How did you do with it? Did you do anything with it? Okay. So notice that this is different than what we talked about yesterday, which was your big task list or big to-do list. You are actually journaling around what this goal is. Okay. Did you do it? If not, Why didn't you do it? Did you start it? Did you put it off? These kinds of things. Okay. So you can start journaling around your goals. And this is where I don't want you to be delulu. I want you to be rooted in reality with this one, because I want you to be honest with yourself. Don't let yourself off the hook when it comes to you talking about doing the same thing over and over again, but you haven't done anything about it yet. Okay. Number 7, check in with the trends. Okay. Check in with the trends. What's happening in your industry? What seems to be working for your competitors? What's something innovative you can bring to your industry from another industry? What can you newsjack? If you don't know what newsjacking is, that's when you take something that's happening in the news. It could be about celebrities. It could be about, Lord have mercy, what Cheeto is doing every doggone hour of the day. It could be whatever, and you're relating it as this popular topic to something in your business. That's what newsjacking is. What are your gurus and your coaches saying? Take it all in, okay? Add your stank on it and come up with a remix to execute. Okay, so we're going to check in with the trends. We're going to use that as a basis to be innovative. Number 8, and we're doing that monthly. Number 8, freshen up your marketing assets. Now, this is something I am long overdue for, but it's something I usually do every month. But whatever your big marketing campaign is for the month, whatever your focus is for the month in your business, it should be represented by fresh marketing assets to bring attention. Okay, you should change your stuff out so they can see that something is changing. Okay, so that could be new social media covers. It could be a new social media profile picture. It could be updated website homepage. Now we know when we go online and buy, we know that homepage changes every month in the least, right? Because there are retail holidays every month. And so they're freshening up that homepage every month. You can update your email newsletter header and maybe even add in a full section about what your marketing campaign focus is. Bring something fresh to your marketing visibility every month. Number 9, do a solo CEO day once a month. Okay. Now, this is going to be towards the end of the month, but take a day toward the end of the month to reflect on your business and your business vision. Where are you? Where do you want to be? How do you fill the gap? All right. Last but not least is number 10, and it is stay open and go with the flow. Stay open and go with the flow. Okay. So start the month with a loose plan and adjust it as you go. It's good for creativity, and you can, I think it helps you not to be so rigid, right? I mean, y'all do say that if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans, right? So, yeah, don't be so stuck on the actual plan. I want you to plan. I want you to be ready to work the plan. But if things don't seem to be working out, I want you to remember not to be married to the actual steps to get to your goal. Just be married to the goal. So if your plan didn't work out, let's start to adjust. Let's start to adapt. Okay. So that was number 10. Now, our question of the day is, let me give it to you. Let me grab that and put it in here. Boom. Okay. What is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable? Some of y'all around here not using any strategies, and then you just say, I haven't achieved my goals, or why haven't I achieved my goals? So I want to know, what are you using that works? And if you're not using it, how are you holding yourself accountable? That's what I want to know. Okay. Now we're going to go back through the 10 hacks to be successful with your monthly to-do list. Now, I want you to take this into consideration. At the end of each month, you really should be implementing goals from your quarterly plan, right? You should already, if you did your annual planning, you should have quarterly planning that has the months in it. And so every month you check back in with that quarter plan that came from the annual plan, and you should already have some type of overview of what you're doing, right? However, if you need fresh perspective and creativity, this is when you go to that big to-do list that we talked about yesterday, right? And you're going to that list with intention of bringing over revenue generating ideas to bring life to every month if that's what you need, okay? But you should already have a plan. Just want to reiterate that. All right, let's go back through your 10 hacks without all the extra so that you can answer the question, because maybe one of these hacks will help you if you don't have any hacks of your own. And maybe it'll help you with your accountability. I don't know. Tell me about it when I get to you. We're going to start with Shawana Kennedy Media, whose slow computer slipped her on in here at the last minute. So Shawana, get ready to answer the question after this recap. So 10 hacks for achieving your monthly revenue generating to-do list. Number 1, choose a word of the month to be inspired by. Number 2, curate a playlist for the month. This could be music, podcasts, audiobooks, whatever. Okay. Number 3, create one big, hairy, audacious goal every month that you want to achieve. We want to get used to doing it big. Number 4, outline your monthly projects. Number 5, create a monthly energy board. What is the energy around achieving these goals? Let's go ahead and start curating that, creating that, generating that, because that's going to put you on the frequency and wave level to start bringing it in for success. All right. Number 5, number 6, write monthly goals in a journal. I want you to journal it. That's different than just putting a goal in there and closing a book. Okay. You're going to journal all around the goal. Number 7, check in with the trends to pull in some innovation. Number 8, freshen up your marketing assets monthly. Number 9, do a solo CEO day once a month so that you can reflect. Number 10, stay open and go with the flow. All right. We're going to start with Shawana Kennedy Media. What is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable? Shawana Kennedy Media.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Um,
morning.
Actually, what really stuck out to me, number one, what I do is actually I have to keep it in my face because I'm visual. So whatever it
Yes.
is, it has to be in my face. I even went so far as to buying the oversized post-it notes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I went that radical. But what
Okay.
I have to be better about, I believe it's number 4. I
Mm-hmm.
do not only need to say what that task or that project is, I really, when you saying break it all down with the people,
Mm-hmm.
I need to be better about writing those, actually writing those down and not just having that stuff in my head. Because I'm terrible with that. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my thoughts. Yeah, I got to keep it in my face, Shay. It got to be in my face.
Look, you just gave me something that y'all about to get in this membership. I think I need to do a workshop on how to do project management. All right, Shawana Kennedy Media, always bringing about the ideas to bring more
Yes, that's what we
value to you
do.
guys.
I'm
Yeah.
tapping my fingers. Tap, 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 tap. Amen.
Hilarious. All right, let's go to Dr. Tachi. Dr. Tachi, what is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable?
Wow, this is really good to get this kind of focus.
Yeah.
So there are two things I wanted to say. So the newsjacking that you were talking about, this is
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I do with Be More because
Yes.
it actually makes the topics. I mean, it's already infinite what I could talk about, but relating something that's already happening in the news to how it can help you be better in videos and live streams gives you even more. So the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
newsjacking thing really keeps my list. So that's a good thing for anybody that's doing content, definitely. So I do that definitely. And then but I want to try this monthly energy board thing because I'm the type of person that whenever we got assignments to journal in class and college, I was, oh hell, I don't want to journal. I don't want to do it. That's not me. So I would wait until like the week before and then do all my journals for the semester because that's not naturally who I am. Writing
Yeah.
down, I write down ideas and things, but not feelings. And so that's not what I do. And it's okay if you do, but that's not what I do. But
Yeah.
as you were talking about getting outside of the comfort zone of things, maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
something that I could do. So more like the kind of mood board type thing, energy board. I think
Yeah.
that could work. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
try. I'll see.
I love it. Yeah, you could do it your way, right? Like that board could be your word of the day. You could pick a color. I mean, the word of the month. You could pick a color for the month. You could pick a song for the month. I mean, you could pick a guru or a person that you look up to that embodies that for the month. Like, make it your own, right? I'm just giving you things to get started, but you can change that thing to be what would be something you would be excited to do. So think about it that way, right? Because you like music, and you like great visuals, and maybe even an outfit of the month, because you like fashion too. So yeah, I say get
Okay,
into
it
it,
could
Dr.
be.
Tachi.
And sorry to you're giving me ideas now,
Mhm.
because the whole thing is I've been wanting to do the get ready with me videos, but
Yes,
make it more less about fashion, but still fashion. So
yes.
this is giving me an idea. So thank you.
Love it, love it. Kimberly said, I love that idea. Shawana Kennedy said, that color thing made me think about Goodwill, color of the week. Well, we not talking about discounts though, baby. So maybe your color of the week is more luxury. So let's do it that way. All right, Kimberly Miles, is you coming off the mic, ma'am, or are you gonna put it in the studio chat? All right, you off the mic. Well, let me give you the courtesy of repeating the question then. What is
Okay.
your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? And if you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable?
Mm. Well, if I don't really have one, and I guess being accountable, I need to, I don't know, honestly, but
Hmm.
I like the idea of the board. And I also love the idea of the CEO number nine, whatever number nine was, because that's something that I need.
Okay, so number 9 was do a solo CEO day once a month. And it's basically at the end of the month where you're reflecting on your business vision. You're getting back aligned with it. Where are you with it? How are you progressing? Where do you want to be? And what's the gap? And what's the plan to fill the
Yes,
gap? So that's your number 9.
absolutely. Number nine,
Okay.
absolutely. Yep.
And I'm gonna need you to stop saying you don't know, because it's time for you to start figuring it out, ma'am.
I
So
know.
your answer to accountability is you ain't got none, so I'm yours, and I'm hard as hell on you from this day forward. Just so that you know. All right,
Okay.
let's go to Dr. Ayana. Dr. Ayana, Lord, I done scroll past my question. What is your best hack for achieving your monthly goal? And if you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable?
Very good day to one and all. I think my current hacks are number 7 and number 10, checking in with trends and being open to and flexible to changes that need to be made. But I
Yeah.
really like the whole the points that you made about setting the vibe, setting the mood. We
Hmm.
talked about using a word of the day, using a playlist. Those are very easy to implement. I really love those. Creating a mood board or an energy board kind of goes into falls in line with that. But I really like the idea of the word of the month and the playlist for the month. Those are easy to integrate. Um, so I think those would help me to be even more accountable and to stick to it throughout the month. Having that vibe. But I'm really weak when it comes to number 8, freshening up my marketing assets. So that's another one that I really need to be more diligent about. The tech, the whole tech, anything in the tech world is going to be a weak area for me. And again, it's the solopreneurship issue,
Hmm.
juggling so many things at one time because tech requires some dedicated focus. So that's going to be a weak area for me. So,
Yeah.
and of course, the CEO day I think is a beautiful one as well. It's always good to reflect and look back on whether you've achieved your goals, where you are, what you could do better. I do that daily, but I think a
Mhm.
monthly view, as you said, is also very, very beneficial.
Love it. Love it. All righty. And Keith has put his in the chat. He said number 4 and number 8. Number 4 was outline your monthly projects. Okay. We actually need to put this thing together as a project so that we can manage it. And number 8 was freshen up your marketing assets. Now, I'm surprised at you, Keith, that you're not freshening up these You are the graphic designer, so of all people should be doing it, right? So that's just like the hairstylist with their hair not combed. What is you over there doing, Keith?
I gotta update everything. I have to
Okay.
get some fresh ideas.
Well, just don't forget, you in particular, Keith, every month that you freshen up all of your stuff, it's a reminder to other people what their brand could look like if a professional graphic designer were to do it. So you got to show them why Canva ain't enough every month. Okay. So get
Okay.
on it, get on it, get on it. All right. We're going to go to Heather. Dr. Tachi said, how very dare you, Keith, with your fancy suit. I know, right? Heather realized yesterday it's a new suit because the old one was brown. So he out here stepping out of new clothes, but not updating that doggone marketing stuff. All right, let's go to Heather. Heather, what is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable?
Well, I could join your productivity group again. That'd be a damn good start. Honestly, I feel like I need somebody sitting next to me almost all the time to be like, stay on task, stay on task. But
Sound
I
like you
think
need to pin a sticky note to Walter because he up under you all the time. Put a note on.
he's not. I mean, he can be fierce, but not the way I need. But I think I need to. I think I need to pick two things. Number one, create the big hairy goal each month, and then number four, outline how to get there.
Yeah. That's cool beans. All right, let's go to Dr. Toya. Dr. Toya, what is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable? And I mentioned some woo-woo stuff. Look, I'm entering your area. If you want to give the people anything extra, go right ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I love this. But my thing that I do, I'm into scripting. So scripting essentially is just where you kind of write out. It's like sort of like affirmations, but in letter form, but you're stating everything as if it has happened. So basically the first of the month, I write myself a letter, pretending that it is the end of the month. And in that letter, you're saying like, I'm so excited that this month I was able to meet my 500 YouTube subscribers. Oh my gosh, so you include feeling, you include detail, like my mailing list brought me 3 new clients from an email that I sent out about such and such and such. So you're really detailed, but you are incorporating the energy of how something feels. So going back to your energy board, right? You're incorporating the energy of how something feels. And so what it does is it allows you to kind of visualize the thing happens. It sets your mind to the belief and the reality that it has happened. And then I read that letter, like, kind of throughout. In theory, you're supposed to do it every day. I don't do that though. I'll be lying if I said I did it every day. But once a week, in the mirror, I read it to myself. Again, full excitement. And at the end of the month, you would be amazed at how many of the things that are in that letter actually came to pass and came to fruition. So I absolutely love scripting as a way to reach goals. But what I love from your list is the monthly playlist. I love a good playlist.
Man,
So
listen.
yes, yes, I'm going to add that one.
Cool beans. I love it. I love it. All right, Dr. Nikki, welcome to the morning show. So our question of the day is, what is your best hack for achieving your monthly goals? If you don't have one, how can you best be held accountable?
Hello. I think I just came up with a hack. I didn't even know it was one.
Okay.
And so when you were going through your list, I was like, oh, I kind of did that this month. And one was like having a word centered around. But I mean, all those hacks are really good, and I need to start thinking about it. My word this month was visibility, but I just had a word. I just said, okay, how can I be more visible? I did a couple of things, not a couple of things. I did several things, but I didn't have a really, I guess I had a plan, but it just wasn't anything that was thought out in the way that you're stating it. So I need to go back today and think about, I had this idea of visibility. So I pitched myself to several newspapers and museums and different things of that nature. But like, I don't have an outcome to that. So I just had that, and that was it. I need to do some
play it
more
out.
work.
I need to really put some more thought around it in a critical way.
I love that for you. Please do it. Please do it. All right. Over here on the YouTube side, we got Chantilly. Chantilly says she likes number 1 through 3 and the CEO days. All right. So number 1, as a reminder, was choose a word of the month. Number 2 was curate a playlist for the month. And number 3 was create at least one big, hairy, audacious goal for the month. And so great. I love this. So what we're talking about this week is to-do list management that will increase your revenue. And so what I need you to know is we don't have just one to-do list. We have different to-do lists and they do different things for us. Yesterday, we talked about having that big to-do list, and what it does for us is that it gives us somewhere to park all of our big crazy ideas, all the things that come to us that at one time in the future we want to do, right? We don't want to lose those. Some of you might even call them, you might get them or somebody might send them to you, because let me tell you, if you're one of my clients, my coaching clients, you're likely to get an inbox from me to say, hey, look at this and see if you can remix it. I know Shawana Kennedy and Heather get sick of me. But whatever it is and however it comes to you and however you think it's a good idea, you want somewhere to put it that's not the same list as the things you're actually focused on. Okay. So you're saving that one. So that's the big to-do list. Today, we've talked about your monthly to-do list. And what we're saying is the whole point of it is to keep you aligned with what you said you wanted this year to be. So we're focusing on what is going to happen this month to achieve the goals we said for the year we want to have. All right. So monthly focus. And so we talked about the hacks for that. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about your weekly to-do list for revenue. And so what I want you to do is let me know, do you have any questions so far about the big to-do list or the monthly to-do list? Do you have any questions? Do you have a value add? Thank you, Dr. Latoya, for your value add. Do you have any aha moments of what you should be doing monthly that maybe you didn't think that was how you were supposed to look at it, like some type of mindset shift?
I do. I think the CEO, I'm gonna go back to number 9. I think that one is eye-opening for me, especially since I never really sit down and contemplate or think of what I need to do or what I didn't do or what needs to be done the next month. So that for me was kind of eye-opening.
I love that. Because look, that's why one of the events in the membership is so important and why it's so successful. So Heather, what did you want to add?
I also like I know that I've seen you do the CEO day, and I still don't do it. But I think that one's a good one. And music is something that is very motivating. It gives me energy. So I could see doing the playlist, although I have to be careful because working with words, I can't listen to a lot of music with words. Otherwise I start typing the words that I'm listening to. And that's, not really a good thing.
But you know about, what is it, binaural beats,
Yep.
megahertz and stuff.
Yep.
I got
All
some
that.
playing in the background now for focus. So it doesn't have to have words. There's also instrumentals, right? So there's something for everybody.
Yeah, so anybody who watched Bridgerton and loved it, Dr. Tachi, me and you, for real. There is a whole on YouTube, because if you're watching Bridgerton, you hear the music and you're like, oh shit, that's like a popular song, right?
Yes.
That they're playing. And they have whole playlists where you can hear those. And it's just like cello and piano or something like that. And it's really that helps me. Classical music does put me in that. So yeah.
Cool beans. All right. Dr. Tachi, you have your hand up.
In fact, I do. This has actually now, because I've been wanting to do, create a whole thing with media mood board. So you talking about this has actually helped me to shape that offering. So thank you.
I love that. You can even, Dr. Tachi, for your independent network, shout out to Indie Soup Media Network. You can even have your creators to create a mood board of some type for their show. Because I think sometimes they get disconnected from it, or they never really got clarity on it. So that's something that you can have creators to do if they seem to be having problems coming up with new episodes and that type of thing.
Absolutely. Shay, Heather, Shawana.
I mean, I got one. That's
Yes,
why,
ma'am. Yes,
look, I
ma'am.
might not record the episode on time, but I be having that outline at the beginning. I had that thing,
I only have 2
names
more
and
episodes
descriptions
to
and
record.
everything.
I only have 2 more to record, and you can have them all.
Heather, behind. Okay. All right, guys. So the quick tips are nice. However, in our paid membership, we give you a system and tools to create goal-centric productivity for effective results. We don't just show you how to create goals for your business and your life. One of the highly successful strategies included in the membership is a monthly 14-day goals momentum sprint. This event starts mid-month with a session to revisit our goals for that month. And then what we do is we follow it up with support to isolate exactly what needs to be done between now and the end of the month to get this thing done. Then at the end of the month, we have another session that is more accountability. And we look over those last couple of weeks of the sprint and we say, okay, what did we do? What did we not do? What could have been better? And then we plan the next month accordingly. Okay. So you want to go to shaycannon.com/membership and join us while it's still $97 a month, because it is definitely going up next month, July. Because let me tell y'all some of the stuff that I've been working on. Kimberly already knows because she was in the work session yesterday. But I've really panned out like the reward system. Like I told y'all, we're going to come up with a point system. We're going to come up with some challenges and all that kind of stuff so that you can get rewards that will help you to be transformational in your business's growth. So we're going to take the events that we have and assign a point system to it. We're going to take some of the tools that we have and assign a point system to you using them. And we're going to come up with a monthly challenge of the events that you've actually joined, right? And you have a date to submit your stuff. You're going to have some monthly badges. And you're going to have, if you're a new member, you're going to have what we call Time Foundation Challenge, because I need you guys to immerse in the stuff right when you join. So there's going to be a challenge that you can only win if you get your onboarding done within the first 30 days. So all of this stuff is going to be a part of your benefits starting in July. Now, what are some of the things that I'm going to update in the actual? Well, let's talk about some of the rewards you're going to get, because I've been working on the rewards. So let me go down to what that is. So the criteria will be things like you have to be in good standing. Your payments have to be up to date before you can be awarded. But some of the better business rewards, is what I'm calling them, will be a 15-minute pick my brain session, a 30-minute strategy session, process maps created for you, content and sales copy created for you, ChatGPT research done for you. So these kind of operational things that you don't have access to as a solopreneur or somebody with a small team. So I'm going to use my COO brain, okay, that builds six-figure businesses and works in six-figure and seven-figure businesses to help your business growth as a reward for you doing what you should be doing in your business anyway. All right. Now, some of the updates and upgrades I'm going to make that are not just the reward system is Dr. Tachi has requested an Asana board for the monthly 14-day sprint. So I'm going to create that so that you can put it inside of Asana as a project management system and track your 14-day sprints every month. All right. I'm going to create some custom GPTs, one based on your time management training, one based on your productivity training, one based on goals planning, one based on executive decision making, boundaries, prioritization, and money making activities. So we're going to add these in as value adds, because some of you get your tools, you read through your tools, and then you're like, but I don't know what to do, even though the tool told you what to do. So now we're going to make it easier. Others of you get the tool and be like, I'll read it, I'll watch it, I'll watch it. So we're going to create a custom GPT. So when you're ready to do it, all you got to do is ask it some questions. It's just going to tell you what to do, since you don't want to watch your trainings. Okay. So we're going to do that to make sure that you are using the tools that are provided for you, because they were carefully curated to solve problems associated with time management or managing yourself in the time that you have. Okay. So that's going to be shaycannon.com/membership. Go ahead and get it joining before next month when it's going to go up to either 127 or 147. Okay. But all the stuff I'm adding is looking like 147. All right. This is great. What's happening in the membership this week? Thursday is Collab Live. It'll be in our free business mastermind group. I'm going to live stream there and I'm going to facilitate collaborations. Your job is to be present at 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon, with what you need as a collaboration to grow your business or make more money in your business. Okay. You bring what you need and you bring what you're willing to do in exchange to make it a win-win for the person that's willing to help you. So that is Thursday. All right. Cool beans. This has been a great one, y'all. So there are only 2 ways to get these show notes we talked about today. Dr. Tasha says she is excited to get them. So you have to be inside of our free business mastermind group. They live in the files section, or you can get the notes and the entire morning show in your email inbox by going to shaycannon.com/show. You'll get 2 emails every broadcast day. 1 in the morning telling you, hey, hop on the YouTube Live, we're live, and 1 in the afternoon with a link to the replay and a link to the show notes, okay? And with that, find out more about me, your host, Shay Cannon, and how to join the free business mastermind group. In the description below, there's links and more information. And if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up. You know today's episode was great as usual. A lot of you are not subscribed to the channel and you're missing stuff. So subscribe to the channel. Understand that this is 1 video in a 4-video series, so make sure you check out the other videos. And with that, the studio is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a great day, everybody.